Shalom, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God. And Yahushua being the name of his beloved Son, who the world called Jesus Christ, whom is the Savior of the nation of Israel. It's Brother Malachi, coming at you with another health tip, right? Another health tip. I'm on my daily walk right now. It's very beneficial to walk in the morning, maybe before you go to work, or if you work in the evenings, that's even better. You know, you can get your walk in the morning for peace of mind, you know, to get rid of anxiety, different spirits, right? Because walking is a great exercise, is a great there's great benefits behind just walking, simply just walking, right? Taking a decent amount of steps, anywhere between 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day, right? That's very beneficial to your body, man, right? So it's been times where I was on a particular fruit diet, so I was just eating nothing but fruits, drinking water, you know, different herbs. I was like eating ginger. I was mainly eating grapes and ginger and apples. And I was doing that for about a week. And I lost 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds in a week. Right? So, in addition to that, I was also walking a lot at work. You know, I was taking at least 10,000 steps a day. One day I took 17,000 steps. Now, that may be little for some people out there, because there's people out there that walk 20,000 steps a day. So I'm just telling you, brothers and sisters, my testimony and what I did. But yeah, I ended up losing 10 pounds. But, you know, with this health thing, it's very important to stay consistent, because if you don't stay consistent, you're going to blow right back up in weight. You know, you're going to be right back out of shape. So that's kind of what happened to me. You know, I was on the money, and then one new moon came around, and I, you know, because like I said, I wasn't eating no meat. I wasn't eating no vegetables. Like, I wasn't eating none of that. I was just eating fruits. And then one new moon came around, where I started eating meat. And then just from that new moon, I just started, you know, pigging out again. You know, but nonetheless, you know, this is is about growth. And one thing you got to understand about health, you got to be consistent with it. You can't be wavering. You got to be full-fledged about this thing, right? Because if you're not, again, you're not going to be steadfast with it. 1 minute you're going to be eating right, the next minute you're going to be eating like a pig. Right, so you got to be steadfast, and you got to be consistent. You understand? So, you know, I'm back on the walking thing, and I feel good about it. You know, back on this weight loss journey. Right, because one thing about brothers and sisters in this truth, a lot of us are obese, man. Right, a lot of us are out of shape. A lot of us are out of shape, and it's going off to say, you know, the scriptures, and when you do know these scriptures, like the scriptures say, he that doeth good, he that knoweth to do of good and doeth not, to him it is sin. So the scriptures also say our body is our temple, 1 Corinthians 3:16. So you shouldn't be putting folly into your body, right? You eating at night, eating after dark, right? Where some brothers may work at night, you know what I'm saying? You might eat at night because you work at night, you know, cool. But nonetheless, if you have a regular schedule a normal schedule as far as working during the day, you shouldn't be eating after a certain period of time. Really after 7 o'clock. You shouldn't be eating after 7 o'clock. And we all guilty of doing it, but nonetheless, that's off, right? Because when you eat, your body is using energy to break down those foods in your body. So sleep or the nighttime is the period in where your body's supposed to rest. So if you eating, you're doing a disservice to your body because your body is trying to rest, but it has to work to break down these foods you just ate. And then on top of you going to sleep, that's just more work for your body. So that's one thing brothers and sisters got to stop doing, eating after dark. That late night snack spirit. I need a late night snack, brother. No, that's off, man. You up at 3 o'clock in the morning eating donuts, right? Eating donuts and drinking yan. What the hell are you doing? Right? Your mind is going to be jammed up. Right? You're going to wake up late. You might miss work that day because you got a hangover and you got you got a stomach ache because you done been eating donuts all night. Right? So that's something we got to cut out. That's a health tip. Intermittent fasting. That's another thing I was doing when I was on my fruit diet. I was intermittent fasting as well, along with the fruit diet, along with taking at least 10,000 steps a day. So that's why I lost 10 pounds in a week. Right? So that's another thing brothers and sisters can implement is intermittent fasting. It's a time period in which, and there's different times you can do it. You can do a 12-12. You can do a 16-8. You can do a, what's that, an 18-4. You can do a 23-1. And basically what that is a certain time period in which you fast and then a certain eating window. So a 23-1 would be a 23-hour fast and a 1-hour eating window. That's the closest thing to a 24-hour fast. But the thing about intermittent fasting, during your time period in which you're not eating, you can drink. You can drink water. You can drink black coffee without sugar. You can drink lemon water, lime water. Yeah, I believe you could drink lime water, right? Anything under 20 calories, you can drink, because over 20 calories, it breaks your fast, right? So for me, I would just stick to water and lemon water, maybe some tea, again, without the sugar, because sugar is high in calories and that breaks your fast. You understand? So again, you got a 23-1, 23 hours without eating, 1-hour eating window. You got a 16-8, which is 16 hours fasting in the 8-hour eating window. But during your eating window, you don't want to pig yourself out. Like, you don't want to, I only got an hour, so let me just go crazy. Or I only got 4 hours, so let me just go crazy. Let me go get some Burger King. Let me get some Wendy's. You shouldn't be eating that folly, right? And again, we all guilty of it, but that's processed food, right? That's real processed food, so we got to cut that out. That's not beneficial for our body. It's easier to simply just cook your food, right? That way you know what you're getting. That way you know what oil and grease is getting cooked in, right? Because a lot of the times these these fast food restaurants, they use lard. They just use very unhealthy products. You should be using things like olive oil when you cook, avocado oil, coconut oil. Very, very healthy. Look up the benefits of that. Another good diet you can implement in your life is keto. You know, I'm on this keto diet now, where basically what that is a low carb diet. A low carb diet. So you cutting out things that is high in sugar, which breaks down to turn into sugar, like potatoes, rice, specifically white rice, which white rice is no good. You know, as much as we love white rice, white rice is folly. It breaks down, it turns into sugar, right? And sugar is like the epitome of diseases. That's where a lot of sicknesses come from. A lot of cancers. It comes from a over satiated amount of sugar, right? So we got to beware of our sugar intake, Israel. You know, it's cool to eat it every now and then, but again, every now and then. You shouldn't be eating sugar every day. Your ass eating donuts and cupcakes and pastries every damn day, and you wonder why your ass can't think straight, because you eating that folly, right? Playing upon tables. So that's another thing we got to cut out. Implement more fruits in your diet. But the thing about a keto diet, even certain fruits is prohibited, right? Because some fruits are high in carb, which again breaks down to turn into sugar. And there's nothing wrong with carbs, but it has to be in moderation. It has to be, you have to be responsible when you eat your carbs. You know, because there's nothing wrong with carbs, you know. A healthy amount of carbs is good for you. But on this keto diet, you're specifically trying to lose weight. So, you can't eat things that's high in carbohydrates. So, certain fruits are prohibited. I believe bananas, even apples, which I was surprised about that. What else? It's a couple, but nonetheless, you got certain fruits you can eat. You know, berries, whether that's blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. Those are okay on the keto diet. Those are good. Anything that's low in carbs, any fruit that's low in carbs. So keto diet is mainly a protein. So you can have maybe some chicken, some clean fish. Now they say shellfish when you look it up, but obviously we know and understand that shellfish isn't good for you. So on your health journey, you gotta use discernment as well, and you do gotta filter everything through the scriptures, because Esau will tell you that shrimp is okay for you when it's not. Although it may have protein, it doesn't mean anything, because it's high in sodium, I believe, right? Cholesterol. So that's no good. But you can't eat beef, chicken, fish, certain fish. So that'll be your protein. And then you got a veggie that you can eat, which that's any veggie. And Esau would tell you mushrooms, but mushrooms is unclean, right? Mushrooms doesn't grow from seed, they grow from spores. It's not a clean vegetable, right? And it's not a vegetable to begin with, because vegetables grow from seeds. A spore doesn't grow from seeds. A mushroom doesn't grow from seeds, it grows from spores, right? And then, so you got your protein, you got your veggie, then you can implement something like nuts, whether that's walnuts, peanuts, almonds. Those are very good as far as with protein. Egg, that's protein. And what else? Yeah, that's all I can really think of right now. But yeah, those are good, Israel. So check out a keto diet. Very, very beneficial for your health. And also, even on your keto diet, you don't want to go crazy overeating. Overeating is going off to begin with, right? Because even the scriptures say, pretty much a righteous man will have care of his meat and diet. That's in Sirach, the 30th chapter, 25th verse on down, right? So you got to have care of your meat. Don't be going too crazy with the meat. And you don't got to eat meat every day, right? That's the thing. Our forefathers didn't eat meat every day, right? They wasn't habitual meat eaters. They only ate meat really on occasion, right? And when we did eat meat, again, it was on occasion. You know, for example, in Genesis 18, Abraham, when he was visited by the Lord and the angels, he prepared a meal and he took a calf, butter, and milk. That was a special occasion. That's why he prepared a dinner such as that, or a meal such as that, because it was a special occasion. So you don't got to eat red meat every day, right? Implement more fruits and vegetables in your meals every day. It could be a day where you just eat fruit. It could be a day where you just eat vegetables. It could be a day where you do your keto thing, right? You don't always gotta indulge in meat eating. So that's another health tip, Israel. Also, you want to make sure you detoxing. You know, detoxing is very good for your body. So you could go on a juice fast for a couple days, maybe a week juice fast, or a 3-day juice fast, to where you're only drinking the fruit that comes from the juice, or the juice that comes from the fruit, shalakia. And brothers and sisters should invest in a juicer, right? They got cheap juicers on Amazon, but I recommend spending a buck for it, you know, just for the high quality stuff. You know, you don't want something that's going to break down. You don't want something that may leave plastic articles in your juice, right? Because there's information out there about how certain juices can leave plastic in your juice. So you don't want that. So pay a pretty penny for your health. It's worth it. So get a juicer, which that's self-explanatory. You can look up the benefits of juicing. Again, it cleans out your body. So you can use that for a detox. Oil of oregano is good for parasite cleansing. Because when you detoxing, you basically getting all that toxins out of your body. For example, parasites. And with all the folly that Americans eat and folly that we may have eaten, you know, you never know if you got a parasite in you. Most people have parasites in them, right? So it's good to fast as well. You know, that's also a way to detox. And juice fast. And when I say fast, you can do a dry fast. No food, no water. That's a great way to detox your body. Give your body a rest. Because your body needs a rest. It's like a machine. Well, your body is a machine, so it needs rest. Don't your computer needs rest at times? If you on your computer all day, every day, you never give your computer a break, it's always on, eventually it's going to crash and break down. It is not going to function how it once did when you first got that computer. So likewise with your body, you got to make sure you're giving your body a rest, you're taking care of it, you're always maintaining your body so it can yield its fruit, so your body can take care of you. You got to take care of your body so your body can take care of you. You understand? And there's a lot more I can say, but this health thing is real, man. Israel, you got to get up on it, man. You got certain brothers in the truth that's big. They obese, right? But, you know, Once you realize the problem, you got to work toward fixing it. No, this ain't no thing to where we condemning brothers or condemning sisters, but it is rebuke out of love. Get your body in order. Because, yeah, we young now, but we not always going to be young. We're going to get older. And once you get older, your metabolism slows down. Your body doesn't function how it used to. And health problems arise. And that's the last thing we want in this truth is health problems. You know, because you ain't going to be able to properly do the work of the Lord. How you going to do the work of the Lord when you got shortness of breath? While you can barely damn talk because you keep gassing out. How you going to do the work of the Lord when your knees jammed up so you can't stand on the street corners for 6 to 8 hours? How you going to do that? How you even going to work to take care of your family if you can't get up in the morning? And what's the benefit of having riches and money if you're not here to spend it because your health is jammed up? Right? Also, not just for yourself, but be an example to your family, being a light to your children. You understand? How can you call yourself a man of the Lord or a woman of the Lord when you're not doing anything that our forefathers done? Right? Our forefathers ate right. Our forefathers exercised. They worked out. They were mighty men, mighty women. And also your children look up to you. So if your children see you eating folly, guess what? They're going to eat folly. And that's a pet peeve of mine, you know, seeing obese children. That's sad. 7, 8 years old, morbidly obese. That's a sad thing, man. And then with technology and the internet, that don't make it any better, right? Because people live a sedentary lifestyle. And the sedentary lifestyle on top of unhealthy food choices, that's a recipe for disaster. So, especially among the youth, when our youth dying. I remember I had a friend in the world. My friend, my beloved brother Dante, had a friend in the world. In high school, you know, he was real big. He was big. He was a big boy. And, you know, he would just eat folly, pork chops, all manner of folly. And a lot of the time that came from your parents, right? Because your parents are the ones feeding you that folly. But nonetheless, he ended up dying, man. He ended up dying at a young age, probably about 16. They're like 16 years old. And I was like, wow. No, I cried about it, you know, but I just always knew that was the reason why he passed, you know, obesity, you know, sugar, just unhealthy food choices. And you got certain rappers like Big Pun, he died from obesity. A lot of people, man, so don't for 1 second think that your health don't matter. It does. And don't be that brother say, well, brother, we're going to get new bodies in the kingdom. It is what it is. Nah, that's just a license for you to do what you want to do. Eat what you want to eat. No. And the Lord ain't going to give you nothing if you can't take care of what you got now. Right? So, I mean, the point is pretty much made. Have a care of your meat and diet. Use or eat cleaner, healthier food choices. Watch your calorie intake too. You know, that's another thing. Watch the calories that you intake. Don't just eat food and you don't know what's going on with it. Man, ration. You know, and you don't have to eat to get full, man. That's another thing. That's what America teach you. America teach you eat 3 times a day. That's not in the scriptures. Right, on this OMAD diet as well, you got an OMAD diet. That's 1 meal a day. And that's usually with the that's intermittent fasting. That's the 23-1 diet, which that's big dog status, right? The 23-1. Hats off to you if you're doing that. But yeah, OMAD, 1 meal a day. And you can do the keto diet while you on OMAD. That'll help you lose weight tremendously. Or you can do a fruit diet while you on OMAD. Now that, you might have to look up. You got to understand what's good for your body. So I wouldn't recommend that to everybody. And again, this is not medical advice for brothers. It's just information I'm bringing out. You can take it how you want it. This is not medical advice, right? But those things will definitely help you lose weight and help you maintain your weight as well. If you want to maintain your weight, because once you lose weight, you want to maintain it. You don't want to blow back up in weight. So you got to watch your calorie intake. Once you do lose that weight and you want to maintain a healthy weight, you have to watch your calorie intake and how much calories you can eat. But if you constantly working out and getting your body right, you can eat more. But if you're not working out, you shouldn't be overeating. You shouldn't be eating over your calorie limit, because that fat is going to stick to your body unless you're working out and burning it off. You understand? But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I had to say for Israel. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Have care of your meat and diet. Watch what you put in your body. Invest in a juicer. You don't have to eat 3 meals a day. Watch your sugar intake, right? Eating damn 20 fruit snacks. And I was guilty of that. I'm just being honest, man. Eating hella fruit snacks. This is how I blew up in weight. I ain't used to be big, but once you start having children and living a sedentary lifestyle and you start waxing fat, like the scriptures say, you start getting a little bit of money, then all hell break loose, But hey, back on it, man. Back on the health thing. No sugar, no overindulging in sugar. You shouldn't be eating sugar every day. Keto diet, low carb diet. Get rid of certain rice. White rice is horrible for you. That turns into sugar. If you're gonna eat that, you gotta eat it in moderation. You gotta really ration that type of stuff. Which is other good rices out here. You got brown rice, you got black rice, you got wild rice, right? You got different rices like that. You understand? Watch the pasta that you eat, all those type of things, man. So all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Shalom.